What are your opinions on a 15-year-old boy having a 25-year-old female friend platonic? Since you've added literally no context, it's probably a little weird. I'm not going to say there are no situations where it makes sense though. Isn't this the plot of Licorice Pizza? When I was a teenager and hung with older girls like 19 or 20, I tried to hit, but they saw me as a good young man, so they kept me around to make sure I didn't turn into one of those guys doing women dirty. That was our relationship. They were cute to me, I was cute to them, two different cutes. Aubrey? My question would be how y'all met and the type of relationship you have. I used to be friends with older people in my teens who saw me as a little sibling. But there are also people who will only want to groom you as well. Not enough information to form an opinion. I had 25yo friends when I was a 15, but that was because I entered the workforce at an early age. I can't think of a reason for 25yo woman to want to be friends with 15yo kid other than grooming. What do you even talk about? Fortnite? Initially I thought it was bizarre. However, after thinking back to when I was 15, I was friends with lots of 20-year-olds because I worked with them at various places. Now we weren't talking much outside of work, smartphones weren't a thing, so we were doing the QWERTY texting lol, so we would basically just talk about work or people at work. I can only remember a handful of times I saw them outside of work, and usually it was because they were giving me a ride home or we were attending a work event together. So I feel as if it is okay if it is this type of relationship, but in my opinion if they are going out for dinner by themselves or talking on the phone all night long, then I would question why. I'm really struggling to see why a 25-year-old would want to spend time with a 15-year-old, platonically regardless of gender on either end. I'd assume something weird is going on here. Needs a whole lot of context. How you met is a huge factor. How and when you're hanging out. Online friends? What do you talk about? When I was teen I hung out with a lot of older people. But it was strictly in the context of the hobby I was in. I consider a couple of older people were my friends. But yay not outside the community hobby shop. My parents were also hawks, so safety net. Total lack of context. Yay little wear it. I think I understand if it's in a public online Discord server for y'all to play games or a shared hobby, but other than that it is pretty weird. As a grown woman, I'm old enough to have nothing in common with a high school boy and wouldn't consider any my friends. Now, if they happen to work in the same place or something like that, coworker friends come in all shapes and sizes. But I would never take that outside of work, especially in a one-on-one situation, because it's inappropriate. Could be everything and anything. I have no information. Reverse the role and see how you all would put the man at the stake. Too many apologists here. Possibly harmless, but I wouldn't be able to shake the feeling there may some sort of grooming situation going on. But that said, I'm 28 and have a couple of friends in their 40s that I hang out with, so it could also truly just be a legitimate friendship. We're the next French president? Home was recommended fish::imgur.com kzsefnw just before reading this question. Not a good one.